Of course, when businesses can't keep their doors open, workers lose jobs, and the Illinois unemployment system is having a hard time keeping up with claims.
CBS 2's Dana Kozlov has new information tonight about those penalty weeks from previous unemployment claims that are costing some people their benefits big time.
Trying to do little odd jobs to, take care of my family the best way I can.
Anthony Gordon's anxiety is running high, his money running low. Almost a month after being laid off from his Ford job at the plant near 126th and Burley, he's being told he can't get any unemployment benefits until his penalty weeks are over. Weeks slapped on his account after getting $1,700 more than he should have.
But I already had paid that money back already, so I was trying to figure out what was going on. And all I'm getting is saying I'm in the penalty, so I don't know what to do.
Adding to his panic, no one at IDES can tell him how many penalty weeks he faces, and his stimulus money is already gone.
The $1,200, that's gone, pretty much. Paying back bills, I got a daughter, so it's like, I'm just need some help trying to figure out what, I paid the money back, so why am I not getting my money?
CBS 2 has learned Gordon is one of 18,615 people in Illinois waiting out penalty weeks before receiving any new benefits, even though they've qualified. In some cases, they're waiting up to 26 weeks. An IDES spokesperson says the penalty weeks are levied after accounts are flagged for fraud. Despite Governor J.B. Pritzker's concern about penalty weeks during a pandemic, an IDES spokesperson says only a law change can make penalty weeks disappear, adding, at this time, IDES is unaware of any legislative proposal from the General Assembly to defer penalty weeks for those who have committed fraud. Gordon says he's down to his last $300, and if no help is on the horizon,
probably be on the damn round with a cup. I ain't gonna lie to you, because ain't nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. No jobs, nothing.
In just the past 5 days, we've had more than a dozen people reach out to our newsroom and to me personally in similar penalty week situations. They are desperate, and adding to their desperation, they say they're told because of these penalty weeks, they cannot get their $600 unemployment federal stimulus checks either. So they're hoping some sort of compromise can be reached during the pandemic. Brad?
Yeah, Dana, interesting. The penalty weeks, despite the fact they've already paid back the penalty, if you will. Now, IDS says all those cases are fraud, plain and simple. Could some overpayments have been a simple mistake, even an unknown mistake when it happened?
Well, I've talked directly to some people who say it was a mistake. They're trying to clear up a mistake, but a lot of those folks can't get a hold of anybody at IDES to even talk about it. And again, if they do, they're told hands are tied, nothing can be done unless they appeal to the courts. Well, most of the courts, of course, are closed, and so they are just left stuck in this sort of benefit black hole.
Dana Kozlov, political investigator. Thank you.